And so the last one is actually pretty logical. If you think about it, you've empowered people, you've trained them how to connect and engage. They're telling stories, they're creating human connections, you're listening to customers and so on. What do you do after all of that? What do you take with all of this, data effectively that you're gathering, right? You need to now bring it back in-house off social media and work on it, right? And when I say work on it, what I mean is, bring it back to the drawing board.
So there's a feedback loop.
Exactly, and get people across your teams, right? So cross departmental teams, bring them together, look at all the feedback, look at the stories, look at what engaged, what didn't, what worked and what didn't. Look at all the problems that people are telling you about. Look at things that nobody tells you about in feedback forms and surveys, but people are telling you on social, right? Now put your team together to re-engineer and redesign the necessary parts of the customer journey, right? And start to integrate it across your silos, right? So value map your journeys, look at the problems, think of solutions, and then go back to social media and try to communicate the work that you're doing and the solutions that you're putting in place, right?
You can do videos on you trying to put the solutions together. And
exactly. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you coming out on social media to say, many of you have told us bags are taking a long time to appear on the carousels, right? We went back, we looked at it, we discovered that the main reason for this was X, right? We are now trying hard to resolve this, and these are the things that we put in place. And we hope that by next week, you'll find a 20% or 30% improvement in the timeliness of your bags coming on. A simple thing like that.
And thing is, Vimal, is that actually people will be scared to say, well, I don't do that because people will know that we have problems. Come on, every company has problems. But what you'll do is you'll crowdsource the resolution, because there's bound to be someone out there that will say, well, have you thought about this? Or have you thought about that? No, I haven't actually, because you'll get this independent third-party validation of what you're doing, and there's strength in taking it out to people. And let's take it out to the 3.5 billion people on social media. Let's not be scared about it, but let's see if they come up with solutions.
Yeah, exactly. And what you're doing right there is you're creating a virtuous cycle, right? So you're getting on social, you're engaging in all these conversations, you're telling stories, you're getting feedback, and then you're going back on social and telling people that, look, these are the things that you've told us, these are the things that we're working on. You're closing that loop. And what are you doing? You're creating these neural networks in your customers' brains, right, that are telling them that, look, this is a company that actually cares, right? They're listening, they are hearing me, they're going back, they're thinking about it, they're engineering solutions, and they're integrating them, and they're coming back to tell me about it. Obviously no customer is going to tell you this in the way that I'm saying it right now, but this is effectively the loop that you're creating in the customer's brain. And the third thing is, we've got so many examples of companies outside of aviation that do this, right? You think of Trader Joe's, Warby Parker, Patagonia, Slack, even DHL, right? A lot of companies do this. Very few airlines seem to be able to do this. I just don't get it,
And this is this experience culture, and this about getting in with the clients. This is about competitive advantage in 2020, isn't it?
Totally. I mean, imagine if you were able to do this and you're able to tie it back to customers who say that, look, I choose to fly you because I know that even if things go wrong, you're going to look at them and fix them. I mean, that is so powerful.
Yeah. And people will fly with you because they were, when the bags come out and they come out quickly, that someone will go, I was part of that, I suggested that they did this, and people will go, yeah, don't bore us with that. But the fact is, the person will be flying with you because they were part of that crowdsourcing policy.
Absolutely. And actually that's what business passengers do. If you think about it, everything I just said is done by business passengers. Business passengers are typically loyal to an airline or an airport or a lounge or any other travel provider, simply because they know they get a higher level of service, and that service involves some kind of recognition, some kind of involvement, some kind of priority put on the needs and wants that I have as a business traveler, right? And now you're just trying to use social media to effectively do that at scale.
So to summarize, it's about training the employees, empowering them. Number two, getting them to tell stories,
Hmm.
listen and to your customers and solve the problems. And then number five, which is to provide a feedback loop across teams to actually take what we've found on social and feedback that back into the business.
That's right. That's right. So effectively, social media should now be seen really as a tool to come out in front of everyone and tell the story that you want to be told,
Yeah.
right? And not something that the customers are saying about you without you involved, right? So if you do all of these things in that way, I think you stand a pretty good chance of building a new type of sustainable competitive advantage in the travel industry.
Vimal, it's been fantastic talking to you today. It's been really insightful. Thank you for sharing your experience on travel with us. You've taken us, pardon the pun, but you've taken us on a great journey. Boo. And it's been amazing. I've really enjoyed it, and it's been really insightful. Thank you very much, and spending the time with us. I've certainly learned a lot, and I hope the people that have been tuned in have learned a lot as well. Thank you very much, Vimal, and I'll hopefully see you soon.
Yeah, thanks, Tim. I enjoyed
Thank
this.
you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Vimal.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.